that it'll record at a time. I just realized I need to move this out of here. Good morning, reptilians. Welcome back to the channel. I'm Elle, and this is Elle's Reptiles. That's really awkward. That's probably not going to be kept.
I was about to say the same thing. Like, this is kind of awkward.
It's very awkward. This week, we are doing a video that I have been asked to do for a long time now, and we're finally doing it. This is our very first ever reptile room tour. So if you have been following along on the channel for a while now, you know that we've actually been building this reptile room. We built this onto my house. Yeah, it came out really cool. We have like vaulted ceilings up here, super high ceilings, with the whole purpose of these really high enclosures not looking like they're scraping the ceiling. Yeah, we're just super proud of this room. In building this room, it was also super important that this room had its own temperature control separate from the rest of the house. So we have an air conditioner up here. This is an air conditioner slash heating unit, so I can control what the temperature in here is. So whenever it's middle of winter and the rest of the house is freezing cold, this room doesn't have to be. And when it is super hot outside and the rest of the house is warm, this room doesn't have to be. And that makes me very excited. You are getting closer and closer to me. Oh, and there's a fan. Should I talk about air circulation? Nah, we don't need to talk about air circulation. And air purifier. We have an air purifier. So clean air for the animals. I guess we'll just kind of go area by area around the whole room.
Sure.
Okay, so first of all, let's talk about this art that I'm super excited about. I'm super proud of this. Super cool art that I got from Animal Con. All the reptile pictures, the paintings I did a while ago, but all the super cool animal ones came from Animal Con. Butterflies.
Ooh. Butterflies.
Yeah. So in this, stop. So in this super cramped corner over here is my spider shelf, and just there's storage bins up there with extra stuff. But this is my spider shelf, and bug shelf and feeder shelf. This is just the bug shelf. So we have my 5 tarantulas here, which is the green bottle blue, the Mexican red rump, the chocolate golden knee, pumpkin patch, and the Trinidad chevron. This is just a giant empty tank that the green bottle blue is supposed to go into, and then surprise, she's a he. But for now, this is just going to look really nice. 3 of them are confirmed male. And then down here we have isopods and springtails and feeder bugs, doobie roaches, superworms, and mealworms and crickets, and all those things just stay down here.
We got some subliminal messaging right here.
What? Oh my god. Okay. And then we have the crocodile skink. Her tank, it just kind of, it got out of control. Apparently I'm really good at growing that plant.
The only plant.
Yeah. She will actually be being moved to a new tank here in the next few weeks. So we've just kind of let this do whatever. She seems to like it this way anyway. So, so it's fine.
And what kind of plant is this?
This is a purple passion something.
So great for beginners.
10 out of 10. And pothos, of course. Look at this thing. Look at that.
I don't understand how it grew out. There we go.
Look. I need to like,
yeah, that's impressive.
I need to snip it and propagate it. Look at that. Those are new leaves.
You don't think you have enough of them?
Okay. All right, moving right along. All right, next we have this giant stack. This is the biggest stack in this room. I think it's like 8 foot, over 8 foot. I don't know. It's really big. In this tank we have Sylvanas on the top, and she is a pastel ball python. In the middle we have Sterling. He is a banana ball python. And on the bottom we have Morty, who is an Irian Jaya blue tongue skink. Where are you? There you are. And speaking of this giant tower, this video is sponsored by Custom Cages. Custom Cages was so nice as to partner with us here to help provide these tanks. These tanks are absolutely fantastic. They're very big, absolutely adore them. They hold heat really well. They look super nice. And the pythons have been eating every single feeding day. I love these. Also, it's super cool that my pythons can actually stretch out and then also still have room. That makes me very happy. If you are thinking about upgrading your tanks or just getting new tanks, then definitely consider Custom Cages to do that. Thank you so much to Custom Cages for sponsoring this portion of the video. And in this one, we have up here, there are 2 leopard geckos. This is 2 separate tanks. We have Percy, who is a female maxno leopard gecko, and Winter, who is a female albino maxno leopard gecko. Here we have Wade, who is an albino motley corn snake, and he just shed. His shed is, oh, he finished. I don't know where he went.
Want me to zoom in on that, or you got
Yeah,
the
you can
B-roll?
zoom in on this. You can see his shed kind of goes all the way around and into his hide. I don't know where he went.
Oh, that's a stick. It's not shed.
Everyone's always asking how long Wade is. So this was his last shed. I mean, there's another one in there right now, but this is his last one. And it is almost, actually, I guess if it was stretched out, it might be my height. And I am 5'6.5". So he's going on 5.5, 6 foot. And on the bottom, we have Zaz, who is our, what is she, like 7 years old at this point?
Yeah.
Female bearded dragon. She's a normal bearded dragon. People always ask what morph she is. She's just normal bearded dragon. These stacks are awesome. Basically all the newest videos that we have done have all involved these. Super cool. Absolutely love these. They make housing animals so much easier. Like this is, there are 5 6-foot tanks right here in this corner, and then 2 more. Like these are super cool.
Should you make a comment, like if you want to know what brands these are, check the description down below. Okay, go.
Done.
Well, okay.
This area isn't actually finished. So this stand still needs to be painted black to match everything else. And along with the crocodile skink, all 3 of these tanks, there will also be new tanks coming soon too in the next few weeks. So lots of more tank builds coming up. We're thankfully done with the biggest tank builds. So now we just have a giant stack of bioactive tanks that we will have coming up. So yeah, anyways, we have in this tank is Dexter. She is a crested gecko.
Well, she says she does not like that light. How dare you? Subliminal messaging. Product placement. This is a heavy camera.
Okay, sitting timer. Oh, okay. Okay,
Well, plus I worked out today, so like all the muscles are sore.
all right, so this is Dexter. Dexter is a partial pinstripe crested gecko. I am not good at morphs of animals, of any sort of animal. But I know that she's partial pinstripe because her pinstripes, if you come to her back.
We can get her to jump.
No. Oh. She said that she just woke up. But her back. I need you to get her back.
Oh, sorry.
Because these pinstripes here, they come all the way, but there's empty spots there, so they don't connect. So that's what makes her partial pinstripe. Not good at morphs, but I know that one. Yeah, she is super cool. Love crested geckos so much.
They're your favorite pet? Favorite reptile?
I think they are. Okay.
My ducks are mine.
Okay. You gonna jump? She might be too tired to jump.
Oh, she almost
Why?
hits.
Why would you do that? Go. And then beside Dexter, we have Mazikeen, the Chinese cave gecko. She does not come out a lot, but if you saw last week's video, when I was cleaning all the tanks, you did get to see her in her little hide. This foam stuff down here is because she likes to get down in this space here and try to escape, so that prevents that. Both of these tanks are fully bioactive and have been set up for a long time. Next to her is Goliath, the girl gecko's tank, and hers is also bioactive and has been set up for several years. If you notice, the only plants left in any of these tanks are pothos, and they all started out with more plants that are no longer there. This tank down here, there's nothing in it right now. I set it up for a hognose a while ago, but the king snake will actually be going in it next, but I'll have to reset up the whole thing. Next, we have this tiny little shelf. There's a California king snake at the top, and again, he's gonna go in that big 4-foot tank. As soon as I know that he's not going to escape, then he'll get moved over to that. His tank is not bioactive, but there are real and fake plants in his tank. In this tank, we have a very small community of patternless hourglass tree frogs. They're like tiny little frogs. They'll actually be getting a tank the size of Dexter's tank here in the next few weeks, and we will be adding to their community, so I'm kind of excited about that. And here we have the hognoses tank. As soon as he gets a little bit bigger, when this guy moves to the 4-foot tank, he will be moving to this tank. So everyone's gonna kind of move up pretty soon, I guess. And this is a small tank that has a small school of neon tetras in it. It is completely live planted. Everything in there is real. They like to hide in this giant forest back here. There's one. I promise there's a whole school in here. They like to hide in that. But he's always out waiting for food. That's been going for a few years now too. 2 years maybe. I don't know. And this is just an empty fish tank bowl thing. And we do still have the anole tank, but it's not in the reptile room because they are my son's anoles, and he insists that they stay in his room. So that's where they are. You can see one there in the back. They just kind of run and hide when I get anywhere close to them with a camera, and the one plant is still alive. One back there. Not sure where the other one is. And then moving right along to this wall, this is my recording area. So a whole bunch of plants there. This is my recording area, or this is my recording and editing area. It's a mess. That's where I store all my lights and stuff. It's all my paint and stuff. This awesome giant sink that I love so much. More storage. This cart is kind of cool because I can wheel it around with me and feed animals and all that stuff. But it's also a mess. And then we have my microwave for warming up rat water, and the freezer for storing rats, and the refrigerator for storing vegetables and bugs. I'm not gonna open it up because I have actual food in here too. But I think that's it, right?
I think so.
And then I guess we should mention that the chameleon.
Yeah.
I'm not good at this. I'm not good at bad news. So as you probably gathered, the chameleon is no longer with us, and I really wish that I could tell you why or what happened, but I honestly don't know. We had her for 1 day shy of a month, and in that month she did fantastic. We got her parasite tested. She didn't have parasites. She was eating, she was drinking, her humidity was good. She had a mister in her tank. She was very active. She was doing good, and the morning that she passed away, she was up, she was moving, she ate crickets and silkworms, she drank water. As I do every morning, I manually sprayed down her favorite water drinking leaf because she would always run over there and get water off of it in the mornings. And then that afternoon, she was gone. So I have no idea what happened. I don't know. But she is sadly no longer with us, and I am super sad about it because I loved her so much. She was so cool. I don't think I'm going to try another chameleon for a while just because it makes me sad. And that is it. That is all I have for this very first reptile room tour. I mean, there's still things that need to be done in here. We still need to paint that stand. We still need to put a few more new tanks in here. There's still things that I need to hang up on the walls, like fan art pictures, things like that. But it's almost there. It's almost done. For those of you that ask, because I always get the question anytime I do lots of animal videos. No, we do not plan to get any more animals at this moment. This is a comfortable amount. We do plan to get more hourglass tree frog for our little hourglass tree frog community, just because they're going to be in a much bigger space, so more frogs. But other than that, this is just kind of where we're going to be for a while. That is it. As always, if you haven't already, please feel free to follow me on my other socials and like, subscribe, and hit that bell for notifications every single time I put out a new video, which is every Sunday and some Wednesdays. This week's Instagram shout out is here, and this week's subscriber shout out is here. Thank you so much for liking and following and subscribing and commenting and sharing and all that jazz. You are the bee's knees. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a fantastic day. Bye. Okay.
And then the voice thing is moving.
Okay. Not used to being recorded. Welcome back to the channel. I'm Elle, and this is Elle's Reptiles. Actually, I wonder if... you want to see what I did that I just realized right now?
What?
You can keep that rolling if you want. So when I measured this screw to make sure it wasn't going to be too long, I measured the top of the door, which did not account for the fact that it's recessed on both sides.
Oh, so it just kind of...
All right, well.
Let's see if we get to focus. There we go. All right.
So here we have the ball pythons and the blue-tongued skink.
It almost sounded like you were asking me.
Yeah, I was
the
trying
ball
to figure.
pythons? Question mark.
Okay, I'll redo that. This one's been set up for house instead of me. Okay, sorry. Next, moving down, we have patternless.
Take your time.
But that is it. I hope that you enjoyed this reptile room tour. What are you doing?
Trying to make this dynamic.
Okay.
But you ruined it.
4.
So shh.
Just stay still. Okay. I'm gonna redo that just in case that was terrible, because it didn't, from this side it didn't it didn't look too good.